there's so many hands on the way to the retailer that just don't need to be there anymore because you're paying every step along the way, which is fine if you want to, but there's a choice today. And welcome to episode 147. I believe we may be the longest running diamond podcast ever. And I got a call this morning about the podcast, and it was someone from Hong Kong who had just received her GIA, Gemological Institute of America. I believe she just received it. I didn't ask her a date or anything, but she's a graduate gemologist at GG who had heard the podcast and wanted to chat. We chatted, and as a result of that chat, she's ordered a design session, and we're looking for diamonds. And if you haven't had a design session with us, it's a luxury experience that we offer through our brokerage system that is like no other. Our head designer, Kimmy Walsley, is amazing. I'm going to be talking about a lot today, and the number one thing I think I should get through right away is what I'm going to call the road to RareRock. So if you notice, we're not rebranching the Global Diamond Broker, but we are offering a new alternative for the luxury consumer in the world to have true luxury brokered. I don't understand in 2025 why anybody would pay retail anymore. It is an unnecessary aspect of acquisition. So we're launching RareRock, and let me tell you a few things about RareRock. Let me tell you a few things about my favorite subject first, me, and how we're at the point where we're launching RareRock now, which is basically the world's most beautiful diamonds, brokered, intelligent luxury, not overpaying for luxury. I mean, what is luxury? Google the word and try to get an understanding. I mean, if you want to pay more for the world's most beautiful diamonds and finest craftsmanship, if that's going to make you feel better, we're here for you. But that's who RareRock is. And so they're the world's most beautiful diamonds, which really, when the diamond industry began way back in the late 1800s in the diamond fields in South Africa, this is where the genesis of luxury comes from. And you know what it was? Even when they were rough rocks, they were the whitest, brightest, most beautiful. And let me tell you something, the rough is the magic. Where the rock comes from, the rough is the absolute magic. And I'll talk more about that at a later date. I don't want to bog down on it. Well, I'll bog down a little bit on it to say this. You can have two pieces of rough diamond side by side. And this is where the true grading begins. We just made one, whether it comes out of a lab or out of a mine, doesn't matter. And we just made this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful 10-carat emerald cut. And she wanted the most beautiful in the world, and she's got it. And the way we did it was selecting the rough, because you can see in rough diamonds opaqueness. So the GIA might grade them as the same thing, but one's just more beautiful. And you've heard me say this about the certified one. Well, where that magic comes from is your rough diamond, and that's where RareRocks come from. We examine them all the way from the rough all the way through. So, oh, by the way, I know it's only me on the show today. We are going to have some questions in a little while that people have sent us who want to understand more about the brand. But you're going to hear a lot about it. You're going to hear a lot about it globally. We're so confident in the brand that we're renaming the podcast today the RareRock Hard Truth Diamond Podcast. Catchy, isn't it? And that's one of the things we're here for, is so you get the truth. When I came back into the diamond industry after retiring a few years ago, boy, it's been 5 years, I guess. I came back, my son was the one who looked at me and said, Dad, you should go on TikTok. And I looked at him and said, what's TikTok? Anyway, 5 years later, millions in revenues, brokering our goods all over the world's most beautiful, prices that defy comparison, a jewelry craftsmanship that's really second to none. It deserves a brand. It deserves to grow. It deserves to grow on the global diamond broker. And the way we do it now, and the way we always did, is we broker everything. We see everything. But what we do is what Harry Winston did. And I am a huge fan of Harry Winston. We selected the most beautiful for our clients. Beauty is the guide. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what a GIA certificate says, although it's extremely helpful, except apparently to De Beers, which I'll tell you that story today, who disagreed with the GIA. So who do you trust, De Beers or the GIA? I'll talk about that in a few minutes. Yeah, they're the most beautiful. They're selected on their beauty, not on their GIA certificate, although they all have one. Every diamond brokered is the most beautiful in the world and the rarest. The road to RareRock went through a lot of different paths from 1982, when I started in the diamond industry and opened a national jewelry store chain. Really hated retail, absolutely hated it, and was, no offense to retailers, but I offend you all the time, so I don't think it really matters. And then it was to, quitting retail and moving to go out on my own and do something different. A week later, got a call out of Antwerp, Belgium, and it was Uncle Eddie Grijsberg, who became my first real mentor in the industry as a diamond man. I mean, the retail side of it is very, very different from the true side of the diamond industry, which is what we bring to RareRock. We know what beauty is and we know what luxury is. And so when you get your RareRock ring and people ask about it, and they will ask, these are the most beautiful diamonds in the world, just say it's a RareRock, because it truly is. It stands out as the most beautiful on the planet. We've been doing work with RareRock over the last 4 decades as the concepts and evolution of the brand have taken place. I acquired the name RareRock almost 15 years ago now. Crazy. So anyway, Uncle Eddie Grijsberg, Antwerp, Belgium, 450 years. It had been the center of the diamond universe. Today it's India. It's all changed since I started in the industry, where 9 out of 10 diamonds go through India. But Uncle Eddie took me into the vaults. He showed me how to value and look at rough diamonds. And I never understood it until long after Uncle Eddie had passed away. What I think most of you know this story, where I became their North American distribution manager, where I would I wouldn't stuff them exactly, into a briefcase, fly out to the East Coast to the diamond markets in New York and sell all those guys their diamonds, and then drive back across North America and sell to all the wholesalers and retailers and manufacturers from LA to New York and New York to LA. And this is where I learned 2 things. Number 1, what real quality is and what real beauty is in a diamond. And number 2, what I could buy and broker them for. There's so many hands on the way to the retailer that just don't need to be there anymore, because you're paying every step along the way, which is fine if you want to, but there's a choice today, and the choice is the RareRock choice. The choice is the RareRock choice. So from there, Uncle Eddie ended up passing away. I started a very small company in those days here in Vancouver called Diamonds Direct, working out of safe deposit just down the street, actually. And what happened was a friend of mine was getting engaged, and I said to her, don't go pay retail. Come see me. I'll get you either a better quality, bigger diamond at a better price. That company took off because everywhere Cheryl went, her diamond was the most beautiful diamond in the room. And more than ever in 2025, the only return is beauty. The paradigm is not about buying, because it doesn't matter. Guys want to turn this into a business transaction. And as well they should, but if you end up without beauty, you end up with nothing. If she sits down once with her girlfriends and compares diamonds and hers isn't the brightest, whitest diamond, she won't say anything to you. It's her engagement ring. She's got to love it. You'll just never hear from her about it, or you'll never see her left hand. She won't compare with her girlfriends. But if she does, you're the big stud diamond buyer. And I've been saying this for years. Be the big stud diamond buyer. Get the true information. Is someone telling you that a G or an H or an I is a beautiful diamond? Tell them to call me. It's bullshit. Anyway, so then we keep moving on. Diamonds Direct sold the rights to the company and to the trademark, and continued going forward. Became the global diamond broker, traveling all over the world, offices in China. Imagine how discerning China is to be able to sell into that market, into the Hong Kong market, all over the world, Singapore, days and months and weeks in Singapore, brokering our diamonds, because in the most discerning marketplaces in the world, I didn't call them RareRock then, but my diamonds were always the most beautiful. Fast forward to today. The Global Diamond Broker is a highly respected international brand. We have more students. We have GIA classes that watch our podcasts and our posts. We have jewelers all across the world. They contact me all the time to talk. Lives are packed with, my lives are packed with people, mostly jewelers, believe it or not, who want to understand better the business. Understand this. The industry's changed. It's changing. What used to be luxury isn't anymore. I mean, you look at Tiffany. How can it be a luxury brand? What's luxury other than the name? The product certainly isn't. I'm surprised no one tries to sue me or something when it comes to this sort of thing. But the fact is they can't, because I don't tell something that's not the facts. The reality of luxury is about quality workmanship. Hermes, they get away with so much because of their quality workmanship. RareRock gives you that workmanship. It's about beauty. Don't tell me it's not, because Harry Winston, like RareRock, has the most beautiful diamonds in the world. Okay? So this is what the reality is today. And it's difficult for people to discern reality when you have De Beers and the natural diamond industry out there punching holes in the truth, or trying to. I think most people get it now, particularly since almost 2 out of 3 engagement rings in the US come out of laboratories. I'm pro-choice. So as we move forward here at the Global Diamond Broker, we're going to be talking a lot about our brand, and our brand that stands for you. Our brand that stands for the most beautiful diamonds in the world, both visually and technically, but frankly, mostly visually, and you'll see what I mean when you own them. And we know this because we have over 400 people that we have as a test market put the RareRock brand on. And you're going to meet them over the next podcasts, one at a time, as they come on and talk about the experience and what it's like to forever own the most beautiful diamond in the room. It's hard for me to say we're the global diamond broker anymore. I guess I am. But this is about RareRock now. This is about the future of luxury, really. And that's what we're here to bring you. It'll still be the same amazing value that we've offered our clients for really decades. It just won't be the global diamond broker brand. It will be an experience like no other in the luxury world, from design to creation to the beauty of the stones. Couple of questions, Bree. We got time for a couple. One of them that was asked was, why RareRock? Why now? And let me just answer these, you guys. I'm not going to keep you much longer on this podcast, but in preparing for the future, it's something I've said forever. It's about beauty. If you're out there shopping, for goodness sakes, get beauty. The competition is lab grown if you get mined. Okay, you're not on a level playing field. No one can tell the difference. Are you going to get a t-shirt that says mine came out of a mine? Because it doesn't matter anymore. The mines are closing regardless. That's number one. Go ahead, Bree. Give me some questions.
What does intelligent luxury buying mean, and how does it differ from traditional luxury purchasing?
That's a really good question. One of the things that luxury used to be, luxury at the retail level isn't even luxury anymore. All it's about is profits. All it's about is profits. I mean, they can manufacture easily any luxury brand and no one can tell the difference. I got to tell you a funny story on this one. Is the GIA, Al Cook, the head of the GIA, was on LinkedIn yesterday, where we're going on LinkedIn. You'll see us there starting this week. And Al was talking about the grading or the testing equipment for a big pink diamond that the GIA had called real, or what else do they call them? Mined or natural. And the GIA, Sotheby's apparently didn't trust the GIA. Now you tell me what's going on. And Gemological Institute of America, and said, look, we want De Beers to test it. And De Beers said, okay, we'll test it. And lo and behold, it wasn't. So what does that mean? Who do you trust? Who can you trust? It's the GIA, right? Like, are you going to send your diamond to De Beers? It's De Beers retail is all they're going after there. And it's just more confusing than ever. We take the confusion out. They're the world's most beautiful, out of a lab or out of a mine. Go ahead, Bree.
Second question, how is RareRock changing the way consumers perceive and purchase luxury jewels?
Oh, that's a really good question as well. One of the things, I've always been accused of, is being pro-lab and not pro-mine diamonds, and that's completely untrue. What's happening today is the mines are closing, and so, no one can tell the difference between a mined and a lab-grown diamond, apparently not even the GIA anymore, which is completely frightening. And so at the end of the day, what's happening with price? Why is the mines closing? I can tell you why. There's no difference in the products they can produce. 85% of what comes out of a mine, 85% is industrial. It's gone. They can buy for $1 what they'd have to pay 10 or 20 for in the mines. The other aspect of that is that the price. Like, you see us with our most beautiful diamonds in the world, the exact same ones on Blue Nile, at a third of the price. Imagine how much those exact same diamonds are being marked up to wear a Louis Vuitton or a, heaven forbid, a Harry Winston or a Tiffany. Tiffany's not even a good product. So RareRock's going to make it clear whether we're up against a Tiffany, up against any other diamond. Our natural fancy colored diamonds are at the best price globally, the world's most beautiful. They're natural fancy colored diamonds. As a financial investment, they're one of the fine ones. Google it, Google us. Request our guide to natural fancy colored diamonds, because it's a good time to ask me why. I'm not going to say here. And so it's the world's finest. It's the most beautiful. It's the most rare. Just brokered. That's all. No retail. One more question, then I gotta go.
Let's do, what can listeners expect from future episodes of the RareRock Hard Truth podcast?
That's such a good question. So, our listeners, and thank you guys when you make comments and you ask questions, here's what you can expect. More of the same. You're going to meet the clients over the last 4 years who have been wearing the product and what they say about it and how they can go into any jewelry store in the world, whether it's, one of the big luxury brands or out with their friends, and not have the most beautiful diamond in the world. Isn't that what this is all about? There'll always be bigger. There'll always be smaller. There should never be more beautiful. With RareRock, we're going to talk about technology. When people don't know this, but I am a leading expert in natural fancy colored diamonds in the world. It's, if you're looking for that sort of product, I'm your guy. And I have been working since 2018 with a group of scientists developing an algorithm to value them that we're going to share with you. Transparency. Like our white diamonds, we're into transparency and showing you the value and showing you what the prices should be. It's like a trip backstage and almost back in time with an eye to the future. So you already know we use the latest technology in everything we do. It's a confusing time in the industry. Don't be confused. RareRock. Get educated, understand, and get the most beautiful in the world. It's an exciting time for me. I was listening to something the other day where, because I'm 64, Colonel Sanders, who started KFC, started franchising when he was 65. So I'm grateful to do this. I'm grateful to have worked with our clients who were in the test group, which is a massive one over 4 years, to understand what true beauty is in a diamond and what it means to own it and to be able to acquire it, again, as a luxury product at prices that defy comparison. That's episode 147. Grateful, so grateful for you being here. Please message me, reach out. It's my phone number. You can reach me directly on it. And we will see you next week at episode... Oh, in 2 weeks. That's right. We're on the summer schedule, bi-weekly schedule. And it'll be one of our clients to talk about their experience. Don't miss it. You got questions. We still got the answers. And they're accurate and they're the right ones. God bless. Thank you. And thank you guys for 147 episodes. It's been so much fun. And I want to reiterate what the young lady, the graduate gemologist, said about the podcast. She learns so much. Take care. Bye.